Hello, beautiful soul family. My name is Meg Moonbeam, and welcome to the new Astro Woo show for the month of August, where every month with the new Astro Woo, I get into the astrology for the upcoming month, the main collective astrological transits, as well as do little mini readings for each of the sun, moon, and rising signs. So, thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope you're all doing very well out there. Before we get into it, as always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Beyond Mystic YouTube and Rumble channels. And also, if you'd like to have a personal astrology reading with me, in 2024, I've got just a few spaces left, and I'm starting to book into 2025 at the moment as well. So you can go to consultations.beyondmystic.net to book a personal astrology reading with me. And I love doing the one-on-ones. I offer 3 different options right now: 1-year personal forecast using your astrological transits, 1-hour solar return reading, as well as a 1-hour birth chart reading. So you can go check that out at the link in the description box of this video. And I'm also very happy to announce that I'm going to be doing a very special astrology live workshop this upcoming weekend on Sunday, August 4th at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be doing a special Astrology of Abundance workshop where I'm going to talk about the abundance astrology for the whole collective and each of the 12 signs for 2024 and beyond. So in the special live workshop on the beyondmystic.academy, I'm going to talk about the main astrological financial transits to be aware of for the upcoming couple of years, and also do abundance readings for each of the 12 signs, how to be the most abundant, how to make use of your personal astrology based off your sun, moon, and rising in the current times. And let me just check the academy and see what's going on with that at the moment. So I think it's just been updated, and the Astrology of Abundance workshop will be live to buy. I think it should be live within the next 24 hours. But if you'd like, if you go to beyondmystic.academy and you just scroll down, you can put in your name and email to be the first to know when this workshop is available to pay for, to be a part of the live, or to watch the replay. And it's going to be very cost affordable for anyone that would like to join in. And hello, Jill. Nice to see you, and Steve here, sending you guys lots of love right back at you. So I'm very excited to do this Astrology of Abundance workshop. I'm putting a lot of time into it and got lots of good info to share with you guys on that. So how are we all feeling at the moment? Jenny says, looking forward to it. You're such a great teacher. Well, thank you, Jenny. That's very sweet of you to say. I love you guys so much, and it means absolutely everything to me that you enjoy the content that I'm putting out there and you guys find it valuable. So thank you very much, Jenny, for your positive comment. So we're going to talk about the astrology of August, and we've just come out of a very intense astrology of July with, 2 full moon in Capricorns in a row, Mars, Uranus, algol conjunction, Sun opposition to Pluto. So I hope you are all doing well. Monica CM says wonky. Yes, it has definitely been wonky. That's for sure. As we come into August, the first couple weeks of August are not very heavy astrological transits, even though we're going to have a Mercury retrograde, which we're going to talk about. Okay. But it's not like super heavy negative transits. So I invite you guys to really soak up the vibrations of this Leo season, because you're going to need it as we go into the end of August, September, October, November. Okay. Just going to be honest with you guys. So soak up all the positive vibes, all the kind of calmer transits over the first 2 weeks of August, because it's going to be batshit crazy as we get to the end of the month and as we go into the fall. Jill says, feeling a little unsettled. I'm feeling the same, Jill. I am with you. I'm definitely feeling not as heavy as I was last week with that Sun Pluto opposition, but I'm also feeling that kind of unsettled, like, okay, what is next? What is next? Some of you guys saying you're feeling stressed in the live chat. I'm just going to burn a little bit of Palo Santo because I don't know what it is about today, but I've been feeling like today I'm living in a dream. Has anybody else felt like that? It's felt very dreamy for me today. Very not that I'm ungrounded, but just very kind of otherworldly today. So I think there's a lot going on, and we're going to get into it. So let's start with talking about the key astrology dates for the month of August. And Rational Mind Riot says, yes, Twilight Zone. That's exactly what it feels like we're in some kind of Twilight Zone. So, okay, for the month of astrology 2024, on August 4th, this is going to be a very jam-packed day. Venus is going to enter the sign of Virgo, Mercury is going retrograde, and we're having a new moon in Leo all on the same day. So that's going to be on August 4th. August 7th is really positive astrological aspect, one of the most positive aspects. Sun in Leo sextile to Jupiter in Gemini. That's very positive day, August 7th. I really like the energy of the new moon in Leo, August 4th and 5th. So we're going to talk about that more in depth. August 14th, Mars conjunct Jupiter in Gemini. Also on August 14th, Mercury retrograde is going to enter the sign of Leo. And on August 18th, Mercury cazimi in Leo. So cazimi, when a planet exactly conjuncts the sun, Sun-Mercury conjunction. Then when we get into this full moon in Aquarius, you guys, this is where it starts to get a little bit crazy. Okay, and I'm going to bring up the chart of that full moon, and we're going to look at it together. So August 18th, 19th, depending on where you are, full moon in Aquarius. August 22nd, the sun is going to enter Virgo. Virgo season will begin. And August 28th, Mercury goes direct. Yay, Mercury direct. But we're still, by the end of the month, having Pluto, Saturn, Chiron, Neptune, all retrograde until October 12th, Pluto goes direct. Not till November, Saturn goes direct, and then not till December when Neptune goes direct. And on August 29th, Venus enters Libra. So that's some of our key dates for the month of August. And we're going to start by doing a little bit of a deep dive on this new moon in Leo happening at 12 degrees of Leo at 7:13 a.m. Eastern Time on Sunday, August 4th. So I really, really like the energy of this new moon. I think this is very positive, very light, and a new moon that you are definitely going to want to work with, to set intentions, to be open to some new positive opportunities. I don't see any really adverse aspects with this new moon. There's actually very positive aspects. So I really, really like it. Really good new moon. Again, setting intentions, ceremony, meditation, ritual, journaling, whatever you like to do. Really positive new moon. So as you guys know, new moons are our natural times of new beginnings, setting our intentions, new opportunities, fresh new energy. And see where you have 12 degrees of Leo in your personal astrology chart, because that's an area of life that this new moon is bringing in a new opportunity, or maybe more than one opportunity, because we've got the planet of expansion and more than one opportunity, Jupiter, in a beautiful sextile to this new moon. So not only is it a new moon in Leo, which is one of the most positive signs in astrology, very positive sign, we've got Jupiter in sextile to the sun, one of the most positive aspects in astrology with no super harsh aspects. So this is really, really nice. See where you have 12 degrees of Leo in your chart. And it's interesting because Mercury is going to be going retrograde just hours after this exact new moon time. So even though it is a really good new moon to be open to new opportunities, set your intentions, there's also, Mercury is just about to be going retrograde just hours after this new moon. So there is a theme of looking back, of reviewing and reflecting in whatever area of life you have 4 degrees of Virgo. Okay. And I'm going to talk about this Mercury retrograde more in depth. There can be some things popping up from our past, if you will, as we can see with Mercury retrogrades. And this new moon is going to be at 12 degrees, which is a Pisces degree. Okay, very spiritual, very creative, very dreamy. Pisces is all about our dreams, our spiritual side. So it's an amazing new moon to be doing like a spiritual ceremony or meditation to do for the new moon. I love this new moon a lot. I'm very grateful for this new moon and the sun sextile Jupiter that we're going to be having August 7th. That's within the chart of this new moon, because you guys are going to not believe it when I bring up the chart for the full moon in Aquarius on August 18th, 19th. It's a total opposite, completely different story. So have fun, enjoy yourself. The sign of Leo is about fun, celebration, our inner child, lightness. So this is a new moon, August 4th and 5th, depending where you are in the world. Have some fun. Don't take things so seriously. Go dancing, be around your loved ones, connect to your inner child, do something creative, be bold and brave. And, that can help us be in alignment with this beautiful energy of this new moon. And really cool that we've got Mars at 9 degrees of Gemini, conjunct Jupiter, who's in sextile to the new moon. And Mars is also in a sextile to the North Node. Mars is the dispositor of the North Node right now because Mars rules Aries, is the ruling planet of Aries, the sign that we've got the North Node in. So it's like this is a new moon of empowerment. And I keep hearing Spirit say, be bold and be brave with this new moon. Okay, do something where you don't care about what other people think about what you're going to do. Just be in your inner child. Children don't care what people think of them. Usually they say what they want to say, they do what they want to do. And this is a new moon to be bold and be brave and be in your empowerment to reap the benefits of it. So love, love, love the energy of this new moon, for sure. I like that this new moon in Leo on August 4th is in a trine to the country of Canada's rising sign at 16 degrees of Aries, and is also in square to Canada's granddaddy Saturn at 17 degrees of Scorpio in the 7th house. So there could be some very positive and empowering news for the country of Canada with this new moon in Leo, and maybe a letting go of a certain political leader, if you guys know what I mean, which has been my prediction for a while, that something crazy was going to happen to Trump, something crazy was going to happen to Biden, and then we were going to see something crazy happen to Trudeau. So that could be highlighted possibly around this new moon. And this new moon is conjunct Trump's Pluto at 10 degrees of Leo in his 12th house. So something very important that Trump is going to be working on behind the scenes around this new moon that maybe he'll bring out to the forefront might be highlighted, but will be interesting to see what is going on. Trump might expose something with this new moon because Pluto is about secrets and revealing in the 12th house of behind the scenes, secret societies. Yeah, JBF Beauty Club says secrets. So wouldn't be surprised if at this new moon, Trump was very bold and brave and really exposed something. I mean, he has been exposing a lot, but exposed something else that's a pretty big deal and important for the people to hear. Okay, so let's talk about this Mercury retrograde. So I brought up the chart now for when Mercury goes retrograde, which Mercury is going to station retrograde on August 5th at 12:56 a.m. Eastern time. Okay. Her Miller says Secret Service. Yeah, could have to do with the Secret Service for sure. So we are entering what us astrologers like to call retrograde city, okay, which is a silly little term. Well, not a silly little term. It's a silly, fun term that us astrologers use when we've got a whole bunch of planets all at the same time retrograde. So when Mercury goes retrograde on August 5th, it's going to be Pluto, Neptune, Saturn, Chiron the asteroid, and Mercury, 5 heavenly bodies, retrograde all at the same time, which we like to call retrograde city. Okay, it's like a lot of retrograde for the month of August, which is bringing up, it's inviting us to review and reflect on our personal lives and on the collective as well. And retrogrades are when planets look like they're moving backwards from our Earth's perspective, but they're actually stationed and going in a backwards circle where they're stationed. And when planets are retrograde, we can actually feel their influence even stronger because they're actually closer to the Earth. So with Mercury retrogrades, excuse me, guys, I just need to cough. I'm going to mute myself 1 second. Speaking of Mercury retrograde, I start to lose my voice. Sorry, you guys. Okay. As always, with a Mercury retrograde, Mercury is the planet that rules communication, day-to-day activities, our gadgets, our cars, our phones, short distance travel, socialization, busyness. So with Mercury retrograde, it can feel like, yeah, there might be some technological things not working properly. It might be more challenging for us to express ourselves clearly. We can have miscommunication with people. But the thing is, Mercury retrograde isn't like this super negative thing. It's actually an invitation for us to take a sacred pause and review and reflect on wherever we have that transit Mercury in our personal astrology chart. Okay. So this Mercury retrograde is going to be from 4 degrees of Virgo. So it's going to start being station retrograde on August 5th at 4 degrees of Virgo, and is going to go all the way retrograde to 21 degrees of Leo. So see where you have Virgo 4 degrees to 21 degrees of Leo in your personal astrology chart, because that will be the area of life for you personally that will be the most affected, where there can be things coming up from the past with this retrograde. Okay. And with this retrograde, it's going to be in the sign of Virgo and the sign of Leo. Virgo is about our day-to-day routines. Virgo is about having our shit together and being organized, our health, our wellness, the details. Okay, so pay attention to the details of life during this retrograde while it's in Virgo. And then when the retrograde is in Leo, Leo rules fun, our sense of playfulness, children, creativity, our gifts being showcased. Sorry, my voice is like being very funky right now. So those are the 2 signs that we're having this Mercury retrograde, those areas of life that Virgo and Leo rules. We can really be feeling them extra highlighted because we feel things stronger when a planet is retrograde. And if you are a Virgo or Gemini, you will feel this Mercury retrograde stronger than the other signs because you are ruled by the planet Mercury. And also the Leos will be feeling it very strongly as well. I feel like the, health system in general, the health organizations, certain health procedures that have been done on the collective is going to be very highlighted. And there can be information, Mercury, being revealed to the public about health and wellness and certain procedures that people have had done over this retrograde period. And the sign of Leo also rules, famous people, politicians, royal families. Okay. So we can notice people starting to question more the royal families, the famous people, the rock stars, the celebrities, and their motives during this retrograde as well. We can see more normies starting to kind of question those groups of people. We may see a country, start to want to back away from the monarchy system with this Mercury retrograde while it is in Leo as well. So let me see what I have here. Oh, in the USA's astrology chart, the United States of America has the sign of Virgo intercepted in its ninth house. So foreign past connections are very highlighted, and transit Mercury retrograde will be in sextile to the Venus-Jupiter conjunction in the USA's chart. Good news and developments regarding court cases, politicians, diplomats, people coming back from the past, maybe some politicians or diplomats all of a sudden coming back from the past with some good, important news for the country of the USA. The European Union chart has Mercury retrograde in their second and first house. Most of the retrograde will be conjunct the European Union's natal Chiron, which is pretty intense. And by the end of the retrograde, Mercury will be conjunct Europe's rising. So Europe will be in the spotlight by the end of this retrograde, which will be closer to, the end of August, and likely in a dramatic way because it's in the sign of Leo. And you guys have, if you've been following our content here or my content, then you've definitely heard me and my soul sister Astrid, my astrology sister, talk about the astrology for Europe is absolutely batshit crazy, and it's only a matter of time until the institution of the European Union is going to fall right before our eyes. So that could start with this retrograde. JBF Beauty Club says things are gonna get crazy. Oh yeah, you guys, and I haven't even brought up the chart yet for the full moon in Aquarius. So just wait, because that is going to trip you guys out totally. Also, Australia has her Mercury, the country of Australia will have this Mercury retrograde in their 12th and 11th house. By the mid-time of this retrograde transit, Mercury will be in trine to the Mercury in the third house of Australia's chart. So important news regarding Australia's royal monarchy affiliation, important news regarding Australian politicians coming out. We got some Australians here in the chat. Hi, Mel G. So please forgive me, Australians. I'm not an expert on Australian politics or policies or anything like that. But for you guys in Australia with this Mercury retrograde in a trine to the natal Mercury of Australia in the third house of Mercury, there's very important news that's going to be coming out for the country of Australia. I think having to do with leaders, maybe even like Australian celebrities, truth coming out about that, but also the affiliation with the royal family as well. So that'll be very interesting to see. And let me know, Australians, if there's something already happening that I may not know. Please let me know. And so this Mercury retrograde gonna be really, really intense with 4 other heavenly bodies retrograde at the same time. And let's bring up the chart for, this is what I was most excited to bring up for you guys. The full moon in Aquarius on August 19th. Where do I even start? I don't even know where to start with this. So honestly, I thought having 2 full moon in Capricorn in a row was crazy. This is the craziest full moon chart that I may have ever seen. Okay, and I know that sounds very, very dramatic for me to say. You guys are going to hear me talk about this full moon in Aquarius for the whole next month. This is absolutely insane. So this is a full moon at 27 degrees of Aquarius. Okay. Full moons, we've always got the sun and the moon in an exact opposition. So we've got sun, 27 degrees of Leo, in opposition to the moon, 27 degrees of Aquarius. And oh, what do we have here? Uranus, the dispositor of the full moon, the ruler of Aquarius, at 27 degrees of Taurus. This is an exact T square between the sun, the moon, and Uranus, who's still conjunct Algol. And then another T square, Venus and Granddaddy Saturn in an opposition, both in square to Mars and Jupiter conjunct. So we've got two T squares in this chart. One of the T squares to the dispositor of the full moon, Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, at Gemini degree, 27 degrees, which is very busy. It's very active. Gemini, la, 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 la. Okay, so I've got some predictions with this, but we'll get to that in a second. So this is 10 out of 10, extremely intense, extremely volatile, totally unexpected. Okay, and here's the thing. Okay. When people talk about Uranus or people talk about Aquarius and they're psychics or astrologers or whatever, and they give you an exact prediction, here's exactly what's going to happen on the full moon in Aquarius. I'm sorry, but Aquarius rules unpredictability and shocks and surprises. So I'm going to make some predictions with this crazy ass full moon in Aquarius, but I'm going to tell you guys straight up that there's going to be things that happen with this full moon in Aquarius that no one will be predicting because Aquarius rules unpredictability. And I'm not trying to step out of making an accurate position or prediction rather. I'm being honest with you guys. Aquarius rules shocks, surprises, unexpected events, unpredictability, things coming completely out of left field. And that is what this full moon is. In T squared to Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius. So get ready for possibly one of the weirdest days of all of our lives. Okay? Because in the very unlikely event that nothing happens on this full moon, no major events happen on this full moon, there will be a shift in, I'm hearing Spirit say, our quantum field. Aquarius rules the quantum field, the quantum computers, quantum physics, time and space, reality, space travel, past, present, future, parallel timelines. This is going to feel like one of the weirdest days of your life. And also, Pluto retrograde, 0 degrees of Aquarius. Full moon in Aquarius, Pluto retrograde, who we're feeling even stronger. The most intense planet of astrology in Aquarius, critical degree, the strongest expression. So, yes, you guys are saying it in the chat. Aquarius rules aliens. Aquarius rules ETs. Aquarius rules UFOs and crop circles. But we've got that pesky Neptune, 29 degrees of Pisces. Nobody has the full story. Nobody has the full clarity. And anybody telling you that they do, run for the hills. Okay? Because this is a movie. This is a fantasy world. We are in so many illusions right now. We are in illusions upon illusions. So don't believe everything you see. Aquarius rules outer space, ETs, shocks and surprises, technology, bombs, and explosions. So it gives me no pleasure to say that some kind of bomb or explosion is going to go off with this full moon in Aquarius. With Uranus also conjunct Algol, Pluto at 0 degrees of Aquarius. It could be an earth event, a volcano, an earthquake, a geyser, an eruption. But to be honest with you, it's such a strong Aquarius influence that I think there will be a bomb or a major explosion. And I want to be wrong about that. I don't want to be right about that. But remember, with that Neptune, 29 degrees Pisces, it could be a movie. It could be something completely fake that's not even real. Right? So don't believe everything you see. This is like, please do not go into crowds. Please do not go to protests. Aquarius rules protests. But this is full moon in Aquarius in T square to Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, with Pluto 0 degrees of Aquarius. How many times can I say Aquarius? Do not go to a protest. Do not be in a big group of people. Do not do anything overly weird and crazy. Aquarius rules weirdness. So I know I'm talking about this full moon a lot, but this is like red flag. Okay, this is a very weird energy. Aquarius rules weirdness. Aquarius and Uranus is also our nervous system and nervous tension. A lot of people are going to be feeling anxiety. A lot of people are going to be feeling nervousness. This is timelines colliding. This is timelines breaking down. This is, honest to God, one of the weirdest days of our lives. Okay, and as I'm saying this, my cat Ocean is coming in here. Come here, Ocean. So Ocean is going to help us ground a little bit. Can you give everybody a little bit of love? Because it's a little bit of a weird chart for this full moon in Aquarius. What do you think, Ocean? He's fine. He's like, yo, mommy, chill out, yo. You're a crazy Scorpio. He's always telling me, chill out, chill out. Okay. And a couple more things I want to say about this full moon. Aquarius is technology. Full moons are endings. Full moons are times of illumination. A power grid could go down. Something major with power grids, internet, a major truth about technology or AI being revealed to us that can be pretty freaking uncomfortable. Okay, with that T square to Uranus. Shocking news and information coming to light because the sun is conjunct Mercury in square to Uranus, opposite the moon. So please take care of yourselves out there on this day. I'm not trying to promote fear. I'm just being honest with you guys. I love you guys. Be mindful of this day. Okay? And as I was preparing for today's video, and when I was looking at the chart of the full moon, I heard universe, spirit, all that supports us for our highest good, say, these are, what was it? These are not the time. These are not the times. Oh, these are not times for the faint of heart. Okay. These are not the times for the faint of heart. Keeping your energy strong and healthy at this time, mind, body, spirit, is very, very important because we're having crazy ass transits for a while coming up. Enjoy the first 2 weeks of August. Okay? Because we've got Pluto going back into Capricorn, September, October, November. We got eclipse season, September. We've got this full moon in Aquarius, August 18th, 19th. just enjoy this first part of August. Soak it up. Okay? Soak it up. I also want to say with this full moon in Aquarius, it will be exactly conjunct the moon of the United States of America. You are entering the twilight zone. Okay? This is going to feel like the twilight zone for the United States of America. The world news, world events will be very centered around the United States of America. Maybe this explosion or bomb or earth event will be in the United States of America. Again, I want to be wrong about that. Okay? The moon in a country's chart represents the people. So this is going to be very intense emotionally for the people. Also for the women. An ending to a woman. I wonder who that could be. The ending of a woman. Anybody want to take a guess? Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. I'm just going to keep saying that. You are entering the twilight zone. A woman. There's something is going to happen with a woman. You guys got it. Kamala. I'm going to bring up her chart. And you guys are going to totally flip out. So this full moon is exactly conjunct the moon of the US and exactly opposite the black moon Lilith of the US. Sex scandals, women that are in their dark feminine. You're right, Jill. They'll get rid of her. Yep. There's going to be a sex scandal. Doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo. But it's weirder than you think. It's even weirder than you guys think. I'm just reading the astrology. I don't have all the answers. So when we bring up Kamala's transit chart for this full moon in Aquarius, it's if this is not crazy enough for you guys, I don't know what is. Okay? I don't know what is. So this full moon in Aquarius is almost exactly conjunct Kamala's granddaddy Saturn in his home sign of Aquarius, conjunct her midheaven. Saturn is the ruler of karma. Okay? So if you have been a good girl and you've got if you got a full moon conjunct your Saturn, you will get rewarded. It won't be easy, but there will be a reward. If you've been a bad girl, oh shit, and you've got a full moon on your Saturn, I'm getting chills, on your midheaven, the start of your 10th house of politics and presidents and career, she will no longer be the presidential nominee by the end of August. And if I had to take a guess on a day that they are going to take her out of that position, it will be the full moon in Aquarius. But it is even weirder than we are going to think. Like we're thinking right now, oh, we know that she had sex with that guy and the Montel will, it's even, there's a weirder story that has not come to light yet. Damn, I'm a little bit scared. Because it's just so much. These people are so weird. Full moon in Aquarius, conjuncture Saturn on her midheaven, square her Jupiter, conjunct Algol in the 12th house. Secrets coming out about your connection to secret society and what you did to join the secret society. Now it's interesting because this full moon is trine her sun and trine her rising, and the north node, and and Mars and Jupiter are conjunct her north node. So it's kind of like, as weird as this may sound, her soul will be set free. I know that sounds so weird, but there's something I keep hearing her soul will be set free by the end of August, because she's very likely to be taken out of that position. And I don't know if it's the real Kamala anymore. This stuff is weird, you guys. This stuff is so weird. So we're going to see. We are going to see. So my prediction is I really don't see her being the Democratic nominee by the end of August. I really don't see it astrologically. And that full moon in Aquarius, not just conjuncts her Saturn, but in opposition to her Mars. Cray, 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 cray. Now, another one of our friends, Justin Trudeau, because I've been watching him. What's going on with that guy? I've been saying for a long time. I keep saying, it's going to be soon, Justin Trudeau. He'll be out of that position. Okay. But when is it going to be? Is that even really him? Because he's been having lots of crazy transits, but he's still the prime minister. So something doesn't make sense there. I've talked about Jean-Claude and Janine with this. Got to be careful what I say here because we're on YouTube and Rumble. But I think you guys can read between the lines, kind of understand, sending you guys a telepathic message regarding this guy. So this full moon in Aquarius will be square his midheaven, square his Saturn, square his IC. This will be an exit point for Justin Trudeau as well. So this full moon is going to be filled with shocks and surprises, and it might be more than one politician that is not in their current political position by the end of the month. So it's going to be very, very, very interesting. This full moon is also conjunct. Let me see if I've got this chart. I got so many charts, you guys. This full moon is also conjunct. What did I just bring up here? Sorry, I've got so many charts. Oh, yeah. So this is the European Union transit chart. Full moon is conjunct the Saturn of the European Union. What is up with all these Saturn conjunctions for these people and institutions? Actually, this full moon in Aquarius conjunct Saturn and in a T-square with the moon conjunct Algol in European Union's chart in opposition to Pluto and Mars, the ruler of Scorpio in Scorpio. So, oh my God. This is going to be multiple crazy events going on worldwide. The place is the most highlighted. Now, I haven't looked at every single country's chart. I've looked at the Western countries' chart. Please forgive me, you guys, because I don't have time to look at every single country's chart. This full moon will be conjunct the moon of the US and it will be conjunct the Saturn of the European Union in T-square to the EU's moon, Mars, Pluto. So USA and Europe, possible bombs, possible explosions, totally shocking events, totally shocking news coming out regarding their governments, leaders, famous people. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So let's send positive vibes to this full moon in Aquarius. It's going to be a breakthrough. We need to have the breakdown to have the breakthrough, but let's just pray that this is going to be as effortless as it can possibly be. Okay, because this has the potential to be a very volatile day. Yeah, we'll meditate positive vibes. So before we get into the sign predictions, how's everybody feeling about what I've shared so far? Yeah, and that full moon, yeah, Linda, is August 18th, 19th, 2024. Wowzers. Okay. And before we get into the sign by sign predictions, why don't we pull some cards? What cards do I want to pull? Do I want to go get? I'm going to go pull another deck. Just one moment, you guys. I'm feeling like it's going to be such a weird full moon. So we got the circus cards for the month of August. That's what it's going to feel like. It's going to feel like you're in a circus, you're watching a circus. Okay. What is our divine guidance from all that supports us for our highest good, the universe, from this divine circus oracle? I don't always pull from this deck, but this is a really fun deck. Divine Circus Oracle cards, Alana Fairchild. Okay. Every single time I pull this same card, every time. I've had this deck for like 2 years. Every darn time I pull this card. Maven of Masks. So I'm going to read the description because Alana Fairchild has... this is Alana Fairchild. She's, I really like her. She's awesome. Check out her decks. This Maven of Masks, you pop up every time. What are you trying to tell us? Okay, Maven of Masks for us for the month of August. Who do you want to be? Try that self on for a size. You might just discover another genuine facet of you beyond your known identity. The Maven of Masks tells you, act as you wish to be, and so you shall be. Have you ever felt the liberation of feeling like a different person when on holiday, traveling in another part of the world, or stepping into a world where people don't know you? Okay, Ocean, we hear you. The masks have come off and you get to choose who you are going to be. You might feel unfamiliar ways of being. The Maven of Masks card comes to you when it's time to try on another personality for a size. Ocean is meowing. To see how much of it ends up being authentically you. Just a newly discovered you, but true nonetheless. Second, you have to play, not play acting, but playing. What is it like to show up for life as if you already have all the courage and sass you long for? See yourself as that person. You know what I'm seeing right now? Have you guys seen the movie Freaky Friday with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis? I'm going to bring this up right now. One sec. Jamie Lee Curtis. It's a really cute movie. Um, oh my God, there's one scene in particular. Oh my God, this is it. I'm going to show this to you guys. So Spirit is showing me this right now. So in this, okay, you guys have to check out this movie if you want to. I don't like telling people what to do, but oh, interesting. Serenity Intact says Janine was getting the same message from the cards. Fake it till you make it. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's like Spirit showing me Jamie Lee Curtis and Freaky Friday, where they switch bodies. How did that happen? Because they ate Chinese food or they ate a fortune cookie. I don't even remember. But Lindsay Lohan becomes her mom, and Jamie Lee Curtis becomes the teenage Lindsay Lohan. And there's this scene where, Jamie Lee Curtis is her teenage daughter, and she's got the mom's credit cards, and she goes shopping and she buys all these really rock and roll, cool bohemian clothes, and she's faking it till she makes it. She's changing, she's in her mom's body, and she's trying on a new mask. It's trying on a new style. So I'm feeling Spirit say, like, watch that scene or watch that movie from Freaky Friday for inspiration on how to try on a new style, try on a new mask. That's going to come through, or that's going to be supportive for us during this month. It's not like we're disassociating or escaping from who we are, but it's trying on a new mask. It's trying on a new style. It's trying on a new archetype that we've maybe been scared to do, but it's going to support us more. So I'll give you guys another example. For me as a Scorpio, I really like the darker colors. I really like the more gothic look. I like that kind of like alternative look. But I've been feeling a lot lately, like my intuition, like, Meg, wear some pink, wear some white, wear some colors. It's going to help you through these times lift up more, and it's actually going to help your energy and make you even more creative. So what is it that you can shift in what you wear, how you present yourself, your mask, so to speak, that can help you during these times? Do you need a new haircut? Do you need a new story? Like, what is the story that you talk to everybody about when you see them? I'm hearing Spirit ask you that. Are you talking about the same story over and over again that you don't want to manifest, but you're manifesting it by talking about it? Create a new story, right? Like Janine's saying, fake it till you make it. I have a friend who does, oh my God, what's that thing that she does? Forgetting the name. Timeline. Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to, one of you guys in the comments might know, I'm going to have to figure out what this is called. It's like timeline jumping or something. One of my good friends does this timeline. It's not that I'm not remembering the right word, but it's this technique where you speak as if what you want has already happened. So when I'm with my friend, I won't say her name in case she doesn't want her name to be known. If she's wanting a new, like one time we were shopping for clothes and she was looking for a specific kind of hat. Oh yeah, JBF Beauty Club, quantum leaping. Yeah, so quantum leaping is where instead of going, oh, I really hope I find the hat I want. If I don't get it, I'm going to be so sad. Instead of talking like that, those same victim stories over and over again, going, I'm so happy with the hat that I found today. Meg, don't you love the hat that I found today? So we do this thing where we talk like we've already manifested what it is that we want to create. And within hours, you will manifest that thing. Quantum leaping, right? So, okay, let's do that with this full moon in Aquarius. So instead of going, oh my God, this full moon in Aquarius is going to be a total shit show. We're all going to die, right? Let's go, okay, wow. Wasn't that full moon in Aquarius so interesting and weird? And it brought out so much to light in the weirdest way. And it was kind of rocky and it was kind of uncomfortable, but it actually woke people up into the age of Aquarius. Wasn't that a really cool full moon in Aquarius that we had on August 19th, 2024? That was interesting. We broke through, we had some shifts, and we're even higher on that positive timeline. So that's an example of the quantum leaping. What else did we get? We got Crown of the Butterfly Bambini. I've never pulled that before. What the heck is that? Okay, let's see. Crown of the Butterfly Bambini. This is also us for the month of August. Just as nature imbues the butterfly with an innate ability for radical transformation, so too do you have natural instincts within, guiding you to grow in dynamic, utterly life-changing ways. Progress is your perfection. Growth is your attainment. Do you shun what you have been or mistakes you have made? Or instead, do you wear your ability for transformation as a sacred crown of power? So it's huge transformation time. Own it. The butterfly is with us. And we've also got the Sacred Fool. Wow, these cards are really, really cool. The Sacred Fool. I'm such a weird Scorpio. I highlight my oracle decks. Does anybody else do that? Don't listen to those voices. They don't understand that the power of the fool is truth. In the court, the fool was the one the king would trust and ask for advice. Why? Because he was allowed to speak the truth where others would try to make politically smart choices to win them power. The fool just called a spade a spade. When the fool in you speaks, it tells you something true. It might seem inconvenient, frightening, or exciting. It might turn your world upside down or inspire you with greater happiness and faith. Imagine a life free from concern about the opinions of other people, a life where you feel brave enough, free enough, trusting enough to play the fool, to make a choice, even if it seems illogical, unreasonable, daring, or downright foolish. Cast aside sensible opinions and poker faces. The Sacred Fool invites you to live unafraid, to take a risk and step away from the confines of what seems sensible and logical in life. I don't know about you guys. I've definitely had a past life as a jester. That's why I highlighted that stuff like a weirdo. I really relate to the fool archetype of like, don't take life so seriously. You know, and sometimes we need to be in that fool, even if we're in a challenging situation, to bring humor and levity into light, into our shadow and the collective shadow. So being in that Sacred Fool, the Sacred Fool is supporting us. And how can we dress? What can we bring into our life to bring in that Sacred Fool more for each of us as well? Very cool Divine Circus cards we got. Okay, Ocean, we hear you. Do you want to come up? Okay, let's look at each of the 12 signs for August. Okay. I'm going to want to watch Freaky Friday now. Okay, so let's see. Where's my... Oh, also, before we get into the 12 sign readings, want to mention that we've still got this Summer Madness sale on the Beyond Mystic Academy, where we've currently got 50% off on all of Janine's tarot courses, Tarot Level 1, 2, and 3 with Janine. 50% off. This is amazing, you guys. For those of you who are into tarot, that have not yet done Janine's courses, you can use code TAROT50 until August 1st, 2024 to get 50% off. Very, very cool. Okay, so let's talk about the month of August for each of the 12 signs. Do we have any Aries in the chat? Anybody else having any weird throat stuff going on? Is it this Mercury retrograde or what? Blech. Okay. Got my essential oils. Let's get into the 12 signs. So Aries, sun, moon, and risings, but listen most importantly to your rising sign and your sun sign when we do these 12 sign predictions. Oh, wow, we've got lots of Aries. Hello to all the Aries. Okay, Aries. So some key dates for you guys for the month of August, Aries. On August 14th, your ruler Mars is conjunct Jupiter. That's very, very positive. August 14th, your ruler Mars conjunct the great benefic of Jupiter. Positive day, positive time period. August 22nd, Venus in Virgo is going to square Mars in Gemini. So around August 22nd, which is actually that crazy full moon in Aquarius, that can feel like a tense period possibly in your committed relationships. And August 23rd, Mercury in Leo is sextile Mars in Gemini. So you can have some very enlightening information coming up for you during that transit period. Now, you've got Leo in your 5th house and Aquarius in your 11th house. So this new moon in Leo on August 5th is happening in your 5th house, and the full moon in Aquarius is in your 11th house. And this is very much an axis, Leo in Aquarius, about, Leo is self, Aquarius is others and the community. Leo is shining your gifts. Aquarius is how to be a part of a team, like the friends you're around, your group associations. So with that new moon in Leo, very positive new moon in Leo, Aries, this is an amazing time. If any of you Aries out there are wanting to launch a business or starting something new, do it with this new moon in Leo, okay, on August 4th and August 5th, because it's in Leo in your 5th house of creativity, being bold, being brave, shining your gifts. Amazing new moon to be creative as well, to spend some time with your inner child or around children. Can be very, very fun new moon if you go out and do something fun, because Leo is the sign of fun and playfulness, and also romance. So some of you Aries, if you're single, there might be a new suitor coming forward for you, as I like to call them, new suitor, with that new moon in Leo. And then the full moon in Aquarius, that very intense full moon in Aquarius on August 18th, 19th, is in your 11th house and is in square to Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius. So this is definitely highlighting very intensely your friends, your group associations. There could be an ending to a friendship or a group or community that you are part of. I want you Aries to be very honest about the friends that you have around you, the groups that you have around you. Do they empower you? Do they lift you up? Or are they unstable, ungrounded, and not really in alignment with you anymore? Okay. Also want you guys with that full moon in Aquarius to be honest about your relationship with technology and social media. Is it unhealthy at the moment? Is there something you need to release or cleanse with that? Your relationship to technology, friends, and groups are all very, very highlighted at this time. So I'm wishing you, Aries, a very magical month of August, and I'm sending lots of love your way. Next, we have the Taurus, sun, moon, and risings. All my fellow Taurus rising, sun, and moons, shout out to you guys. This is a very interesting month. Okay, Taurus, because we've got a lot of harsh aspects to our ruler Venus. Okay, August 2nd, Venus square Uranus. That's in just a couple days. August 18th, at the full moon in Aquarius, Venus square Jupiter. Venus opposite Saturn, August 19th. August 22nd, Venus square Mars. We got all these squares and oppositions going on for the whole month. And then August 28th, Venus opposite Neptune. So we've got more positive transits with Venus closer to the end of the month. August 27th, Venus trine Uranus. August 29th, Venus trine Pluto. But honestly, throughout most of the month, this is squares and oppositions to Venus, our planetary ruler. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. Ocean, and Ocean is a Taurus, and he's going nuts right now as I'm talking about the Tauruses. This can be challenges coming up. Okay, Taurus, with our committed relationships, with our marriage partners, with our loved ones, with our own sense of value and identity. There can be very big shakeups in life going on for the Tauruses this month. Okay, so I do really like the astrology in general for the first 2 weeks of August. For the whole collective, it's very, very positive. But Tauruses, there are shakeups going on for the whole month of August with these squares and oppositions to Venus. So, you know, if you're a Taurus in a relationship, in love or business, if that's not in alignment, that's going to be really showcased to you and really right in your face this month. Okay. And if you're in a healthy, committed relationship, in love, in work, in even friendship, or with women in your life, then there's going to be challenges coming up with that, but you will get through that if that is healthy. Okay. So I know it's not a fun thing to hear, but just want you Tauruses to be prepared that this is a challenging month for your relationships. They're going through a test. Okay. Now, when we've got the lunations, the new moon in Leo is in your 4th house and the full moon in Aquarius is in your 10th house. So this is the axis of work and family. With the new moon in Leo on August 4th, this is very positive new beginnings for your family, for your home life, for your emotional well-being. Some of you Tauruses can get pregnant even, or start to decide that you want to be having children in your life, or there's a positive renewed relationship with children that you have that are around you as your own children, or just children that you have around you in general in life. Spend time at home, spend time with your family, have fun with your family and in the home space. And it can be a very, very beautiful new moon in Leo. And then that full moon in Aquarius on August 18th, 19th in your 10th house is really highlighting your work and career, older people in your life, your legacy, and your long-term goals. So Tauruses, it is a challenging full moon. Okay, I'm just being honest with you guys. It can feel really intense in your workplace. There can be an ending to something professionally going on for you guys, or a major ending going on with a relationship to an authority figure or a teacher in your life. So setting intentions with that new moon around really having a solid base in your home life, in your family, as a stable force. Because with Pluto on our midheaven in the 10th house and this full moon in Aquarius in our 10th house, we're up leveling in work and career, and anything that is not in alignment or heavy or possibly toxic is being let go at this time, for not just this full moon, but for the whole next couple years with Pluto on our midheaven. Very big transit for us Tauruses. So sending lots of love to you Tauruses, and have a happy August. Okay, Gemini, sun, moon, and risings. So for the Gemmies, gems, as I like to call you guys, Mercury is going retrograde from August 4th to August 28th, and this is your planetary ruler. Okay, so for the Geminis and Virgos ruled by Mercury, you guys feel the Mercury retrograde the most intense usually. So just being aware that if you're feeling wonky, if things are breaking down, that's normal because Mercury is retrograde. But it is a very good time when Mercury is retrograde to review and reflect on the areas of life that we have Virgo 4 degrees to Leo 21 degrees in our chart. That's the signs and degrees that Mercury will be retrograding over. So just really reviewing and reflecting on those areas, being open to what's coming up for you in those areas will help you to most smoothly work with this Mercury retrograde transit. And what have we got here for you, Geminis? The aspects overall with Mercury, your ruler, are not that intense throughout the month. So I actually like the month of August for the Geminis. You got Mercury conjunct Venus on August 7th. You've got Mars in Gemini, your sign conjunct Jupiter, August 14th. You've got Sun conjunct Mercury, August 18th. Mercury sextile Mars, August 23rd. So this is a lot of positive aspects this month for you, actually. And the lunations are happening in your 3rd and 9th house. So new moon in Leo on August 4th in your 3rd house, and full moon in Aquarius on August 18th in your 9th house. Light houses, not heavy houses. So for the Geminis, I actually like the month of August for you. This can be some, I'm hearing Spirit say, positive refreshment going on. And with the new moon in Leo on August 5th in your 3rd house, this is positive new beginnings having to do with your local community, how you communicate, your friends, your siblings, your cousins. Do something fun in your local community on that new moon, and you guys are going to have an absolute blast, seriously. And with the full moon in Aquarius on August 18th in your 9th house, that can be a major letting go of beliefs that no longer serve you, religious or spiritual beliefs or institutions that don't serve you anymore. Friends, foreign connections coming to a completion point. And some of you may be even doing some traveling during this month of August. I think this is actually a good month for you, Geminis, to either do short or long distance travel with those lunations happening in your 3rd and 9th house. So I'm sending lots of cosmic love to you, Geminis, and have a happy August. Okay, for the Cancers, Cancers are ruled by the moon in Western astrology. And you Cancers, you're going to be feeling good with that new moon in Leo, because that's a very positive new moon in Leo happening just next week, right? What day is August 4th? That's Sunday, Monday is the new moon. So you guys are going to be feeling really good, really positive, lighthearted. Love that energy for you. And then with the full moon in Aquarius, because the moon is your ruler, you guys are really going to be feeling it, because that's your heavenly body ruler. And just noting down August 18th and 19th, if you guys are feeling stressed, if you guys are feeling anxious or nervous, you're very connected to whatever is going on with the moon in the collective. Cancers, I want you to be doing extra self-care, okay, with that full moon in Aquarius, because it's very, very intense. Jenny G says, Cancer Moon Tribe. Yeah, just doing extra self-care, taking care of your mind, body, spirit, because you're really going to be feeling what's going on in the collective with that intense full moon in Aquarius. The new moon in Leo is in your 2nd house. So this is positive new opportunities for making money, abundance, new values, new day-to-day work that can be fun and creative, because it's in the sign of Leo, bringing creativity into your income or your day-to-day work. And then the full moon in Aquarius is in your 8th house. Holy guacamole. Very, very intense. You now have Pluto in Aquarius in your 8th house. So yeah, you Cancers are going to be feeling that. That's going to be a very intense full moon of release and illumination for you, of really the depths of your being and soul. And that would be a very good full moon for you to go into like-minded community. Aquarius rules like-minded community, to do some real deal healing work. Scorpio is like the real deal healing work. that I'm hearing Spirit say you're not just doing for you, but you're doing for the collective. As you heal yourself, you heal the world and you heal the collective. So, very big personal revelations and secrets can be revealed to you at that time with that full moon. Very, very powerful and empowering. So, I'm sending lots of cosmic love to you, Cancers, and happy August. Okay, Leo, sun, moon, and risings. How are you guys feeling out there? Happy Leo season. Happy birthday. Happy solar return. I like the energy of August for you. We've got that beautiful new moon in your sign on August 4th. Your ruler, the sun, is going to be in exact sextile to Lucky Ducky Jupiter on August 7th. Part of this Mercury retrograde is going to be in your sign. So not only is it your birthday season, there's like a whole lot of stuff going on. So these lunations are happening in your first and seventh houses. You know, the new moon in your first house, it's in your sign, the full moon in your seventh house. This is highlighting your relationship to self and your identity, what you identify as and with, and the relationships that you have. So, you know, with that new moon in Leo, you are here to roar. You are here to be yourself, to be bold, to be brave, to be in your creativity. And I love the energy of that new moon. So, Leos, anything you want to, I'm hearing Spirit say, invest in, start, create, do it with that new moon in Leo. Definitely set your intentions. That's very positive for you. And with that full moon in Aquarius, there could be, you know, some commitments, whether that's commitments in general or, you know, as in love or work, could be coming to a close. Okay. And maybe even in a shocking way. Really focusing on what do you commit to? What are you committed to with that full moon in Aquarius? And being open to new and different ways of doing things. Okay, at the time of that full moon, the sun, your ruler, is going to be in square to Uranus, in a T square at the time of that full moon. So there could be some big like shocks, surprises, revelations coming up with that full moon, having to do with the people in your life that you are committed to. Okay. But overall, I really like the month of August for you. Lakeside Laura says, I identify as a woman, LOL. Yeah, when I say, you know, what do you identify with? I'm not, and I know, Laura, you know, I don't mean it like that, but for those of you who maybe are watching me for the first time, I'm not talking about pronouns. What do you identify with? Do you identify with being a strong, empowered person, or do you identify with being a victim and playing it small and not having fun? You know, what are the energies that you're identifying with? That's kind of what I mean by that. So Leos, yeah, really like this is, and with the Mercury retrograde in your sign, this is like major identity shifts, major consciousness shifts, things being revealed to you, you being empowered in new and bold ways, and be open to the opportunities that are going to come up with that sun sextile Jupiter. So I love you, Leos, and I'm sending lots of cosmic love your way. Okay, now to the Virgos. You are ruled by the planet Mercury, and Mercury is going retrograde in your sign as well as Leo. So Virgos, you're going to be feeling that Mercury retrograde very strong. There can be themes around your past coming up. It is very in alignment for you to be reviewing and reflecting on where you are at in life, any documents you need to take care of, any practical things, details you need to take care of. You know, Virgo is organization in our day-to-day routine. So is there anything you've been procrastinating on, Virgos, that you need to take care of? Usually you guys are good at that stuff, but being honest with yourself if there is, okay? You've overall got pretty positive transits happening with your ruler Mercury. August 7th, well, Mercury is retrograde, but it's not necessarily a negative thing. Mercury conjunct Venus, August 7th, Sun conjunct Mercury, August 18th, Mercury sextile Mars, August 23rd. Yes, there will be Mercury square Uranus, August 18th, but that's not like super bad or intense or something like that. Yeah, so I like the aspects. The lunations are happening in your 12th and 6th house. So new moon in Leo in your 12th house, that's very magical, very good for you to be doing a spiritual new moon intention setting ritual, paying attention to your dreams at the time of that new moon. You could be having very profound and even prophetic dreams. Virgos, that's going to be a very creative new moon for you as well. If you're creative, make time for being creative with that new moon, because there's some very positive new ideas and creations that can come forward for you, very spiritual for you as well. Good for you at that new moon to spend some time behind the scenes in rest and rejuvenation, to really be open to what it has to offer you. 12 houses behind the scenes. And Rachel, who's a Virgo, is in the chat. Nice to see you, Rachel. And then the full moon in Aquarius is happening in your 6th house. So this is a release of, health and wellness habits that no longer serve you anymore. It's illuminating alternative health and wellness techniques and opportunities that can be good for you. So really focusing on your health, Virgos, with that full moon in Aquarius can be very positive. And throughout the month with the Mercury retrograde, what do you need to take care of health-wise in your organization, with your sense of fun in life? But overall, I really like the energy of the month of August for you. So I'm sending lots of cosmic love your way, and have a magical month. Okay, we're about to go to the Libras. Have we got Libras in the chat? Interesting. Kathleen Karsten, thank you very much for your comment. You say Democrats convention August 19th to August 22nd in Chicago coincides with full moon in Aquarius. I did not know that. Thank you so much for that comment. So that makes sense. The Democrats are highlighted. Kamala Harris is highlighted. So thank you so much for that, Kathleen. I will keep that in mind. Okay, so for our lovely, beautiful Libras ruled by Venus, similar to what I said for the Tauruses, okay, Libras, because you and the Tauruses are ruled by the planet Venus. We've got a lot of harsh aspects happening with Venus in the month of August. So there's tests, maybe even challenges coming up in your relationships. And, everybody's got their personal transits. So I'm talking about the collective for each of the 12 signs. You may have some personal transits that can be obfuscating some of the more collective sign predictions. But for the Libras in general, it can feel a little bit wonky. Okay, I'll just be honest, with all the harsh aspects to Venus, possibly in your love relationship or your work relationship, things can be tense. There can be like some weird challenges coming up. Be mindful of anything that you're spending money on this month, okay? Because Venus does rule our hard-earned money, our values, our resources, okay? Be mindful of overspending. Be mindful of what you're buying. That goes for the Tauruses as well, okay? But know that any challenges or tribulations that are coming up in your committed relationships are bringing them into a stronger place with these harsh aspects. And the ones that no longer serve, it's cleansing those ones out with these harsh aspects, okay? The lunations this month, we've got the new moon in Leo in your 11th house. That's fun. And then the full moon in Aquarius in your 5th house. So the new moon in Leo, that's an amazing new moon in Leo for you to get out into like-minded community, because it's your 11th house, and do something fun to celebrate the new moon. There can be new friends, new like-minded community coming forward. That's a very positive transit, new moon in Leo in your 11th house. Enjoy that new moon. It's very positive. Do something fun with the people that you love, and you can be very creatively inspired with that new moon as well. Then we've got the full moon in Aquarius in your 5th house. So this is a cleansing full moon for you, having to do with your inner child. If you're wanting to do any healing work, focus it on your inner child, because the 5th house is children, our inner child. It is a full moon in Aquarius in the 5th house of Leo, so that can be very creative. there can be some shocking, fun things that happen to you. More so for you, Libras, compared to the other signs, because it is kind of like a wonky full moon. But just being mindful of who you're around, if you're going out to do anything fun, who you're around, what you're around, because you guys will feel more lighthearted than most of the other signs, is that at the time of that full moon, with it being in your fifth house, even though there's some, harsh aspects to Venus, um, you guys are definitely not feeling as intense as the other signs. And that's a lot of creative energy and tension. So you can channel the cosmic vibes in any sort of creative way in your gifts and talents to move through the energy and spend time with your children. Any children in your life can be really highlighted at the time of that full moon as well. So I'm sending lots of cosmic love to the Libras out there, and have a very happy August. Okay, Scorpio, my fellow crazy Scorpio, sun, moon, and risings. How are you guys all doing? So interesting month for us. We've got some adverse aspects to our planetary rulers. We've also got some very positive aspects with our planetary rulers. We've got, the lunations are happening in our 4th and 10th house. That new moon in Leo happening in our 10th house is bringing positive work and professional opportunities. Scorpios, that new moon in Leo, damn, that is an amazing new moon to put out a new project, to start a new business, to showcase yourself publicly. Take advantage of that if you feel to, if you've got anything planned. Hi, Sherry. Nice to see you. You say hanging in there, Meg. LOL, Scorpio. So love that new moon in Leo for you, Scorpios, for work, for career, for achievement, for starting new professional activities. And then the full moon in Aquarius on August 18th and 19th is in your 4th house. So this is going to be intense, having to do with your home and your family and your emotional well-being. Scorpios, you're going to be emotionally feeling it, okay? Would be good for you to spend more time at home, to just kind of like be away from all the crazy people, all the crazy stuff going on. Spend time at home, spend time with your family. And there could be a family member that could be like really going through an awakening process. Okay, because that full moon is in Aquarius, rules the age of Aquarius, our higher consciousness. So your family could be going through a major wake up, Scorpio, that could be shocking and challenging. Okay, because it is a full moon with some challenging aspects. So paying extra attention to your family, your emotional well-being at the time of that full moon. I love that we've got Mars, your traditional ruler, conjunct Jupiter on August 14th and around that time period. That's very positive. And also Venus trine Pluto as we get to the end of the month on August 29th. So very, very nice. And I'm wishing you all Scorpios a very magical month of August. Enjoy. Okay, our Saggies, how are you guys all doing out there? Your month of August. Well, the month of August is pretty kick-ass for the Saggies starting right off the bat, because we've got the new moon in Leo, very positive new moon in your 9th house, the house of Sagittarius, the Sagittarius ruled areas of life. So that's a very empowering new moon for you, very positive and lucky new moon to be starting any new projects, to be doing foreign travel, to be anything to do with foreign people, foreign things. Do something fun at that new moon with, your spirituality or spiritual community. There could be a new lover coming forward for you, Saggies, that you meet in a foreign country or you meet at a spiritual event, something like that. Okay. And the full moon in Aquarius on August 18th, 19th is happening in your 3rd house. So these are light houses that you're having these lunations in. This can be a release of something having to do with how you communicate, your local community, your day-to-day activities, and what your routine is. We've got Mercury retrograde at the time of that full moon. being honest with yourself about your day-to-day schedule and organization. Things can feel really busy for you guys around that full moon, with it being in the third house, and maybe even a little like frantic and crazy. So just making sure that you're keeping grounded, you're honoring your energies, and you're not like scattering yourself. There could be a little bit of a propensity for the Saggies to like scatter themselves, their energy at that full moon. So just keeping it grounded, spending time in your local community with your friends. There could be something alternative, Aquarian in nature, that you are communicating at that time. Would be very positive for you to be doing that. Or hosting an event in your local community could be very positive as well. We've got the sun in sextile to your ruler Jupiter on August 7th and the days surrounding that. So that's one of the most positive aspects in astrology. Very, very positive. I love the first, second week of August for you Saggies. Really nice, and some really cool opportunities and light energies that can come forward for you. So I'm sending lots of cosmic love your way, and have a happy August. Okay, Capricorns, my Capricorn sun, moon, and risings. We've got adverse aspects in the month of August with your ruler Saturn. We've got August 15th, Mars square Saturn, August 19th, Jupiter square Saturn, which we're going to have for a while. And also on August 19th, Venus opposite Saturn. So, you know, Capricorns, and I've got my moon in Capricorn, so you're my fellow Cappies out there. It's not easy being a Capricorn, okay? And there's going to be some challenges that come up this month with Saturn in adverse aspects. There's going to be some reality checks, some things that need to be taken care of, okay? Now, this month will be easier for you Capricorns that are taking care of business every day, like that song says, okay? Jill says, it never ends. You know, Jill, it's not anything like too intense. It's not really malefic planets in square to Saturn. It's just making sure that you're taking care of business, your ducks are in order, okay? Because when we get into September, October, November, that's the last time in our lives of Pluto and Capricorn. And if you don't have your shit together, there could be a major, like, huge, I don't want to say crisis. I mean, it could be a crisis for some Capricorns that are really out of alignment. But what I will say is, have your shit together this month. Get your shit together. Get your ducks in order so that September, October, November, when Pluto goes back into Capricorn for the last time in our lives, you're not going to get like totally kicked in the butt and slammed. Okay. It'll go a lot easier for you if you've got yourself together. Okay. And what do I mean by that? Your health is good. You're taking care of your health. You're taking care of your finances. You've got things in order to be prepared for any possible situation. Okay. I'm on YouTube, so just like read between the lines of what I'm saying, you guys. But let's see, with the lunations, you've got the new moon in Leo in your 8th house and the full moon in Aquarius in your 2nd house. So this is about your finances this month. This is about your resources and having your shit together in that area, okay? And with the new moon in Leo, being open to new shared resources with other people, new positive investment opportunities. Okay, I'm not a financial advisor, but Capricorns, there can be some really positive investment opportunities for you around that new moon in Leo. Investing in things that are Leo ruled in astrology can be very positive. And with the full moon in your 2nd house, that's highlighting your values, your money, your income. There could be an end to an income stream that you have at the moment, but it's also illuminating new alternative, maybe even shocking ways, okay, because it's in the sign of Aquarius, that you can support yourself moving forward as we go into the age of Aquarius. So Capricorns, I know I've been saying it for a long time, and I got my moon in Capricorn, so I'm with you guys, okay? We are almost out of Pluto and Capricorn. We are going to have a party. I'm going to go live, and we're going to have a party together when this transit is over, okay? But we're still in it, and we have to have our shit together, okay? Love you guys so much, and sending lots and lots of cosmic love your way. Okay, Aquarius, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Similar to what I was saying for the Capricorns, but you guys are traditionally ruled by Saturn, modern ruled by Uranus, and we've got a lot of harsh aspects between Saturn and Uranus this month with a full moon in your sign. So Aquarius, with intense aspects to your planetary rulers of Saturn and Uranus, with this full moon in your sign, August 18th and 19th, with transit Pluto right on your ascendant, please be open to what I am about to say. Okay? It would really be positive for you to work on yourself this month, to be proactive regarding your healing journey. Okay? Because I know I keep saying the word shit. I'm sorry for the foul language, you guys, but Aquarians, you guys are having shit come up this month. Okay? And I don't know why I'm feeling the energy of, and let me know if this resonates with you in the comments, Aquarians, but I'm feeling the energy that a lot of you guys are pissed off about something. And this could have to do with just like living a life of being an Aquarius and seeing through all the bullshit and nobody else seeing through it. And you've seen through it your whole life. And we're at this point in 2024 where it's very, very weird. And it's only now that that the masses are starting to wake up to it. There's healing work for you guys to do. Okay, there's major healing work for you guys to do. It would be great for you guys to see a shaman or a medicine woman or a therapist to just talk about how you're feeling, because there's stuff coming up for you this month. There's healing coming up for you this month. This full moon in Aquarius is a game changer. This is like very intense full moon, and being in your sign can absolutely change the foundations of your life. And I'm being like a total dramatic Scorpio saying that. Your life is going to change. Okay. But be proactive about the breakthrough that is incoming rather than pretending that it's not happening. And then it's a shit show and it's way harder than it needs to be. You guys are here to be the way showers of the age of Aquarius, to be the weirdos, to be your unique selves. And the world is now ready. And if there's anything holding you back, I'm feeling this. I'm sorry if I'm talking like really intense. I'm feeling this very intense for the Aquarians. Okay. Some of you guys are like scared to just be yourselves. And it's because the world wasn't ready for you to be yourself. You've been made fun of for being yourself. So it's not that something is wrong with you. It's like very deep wounds around self-worth and self-value and feeling safe here. Okay, so do your healing work. Be in your healing journey to be proactive about the energies of this month. Full moon in your sign with Pluto on your ascendant. Wow, that's going to be intense. Some of you might just start like crying out of nowhere around that full moon. Let yourself cry. Let yourself heal. Let yourself process that it's only until this point that the world's been ready for you guys. And some of you guys may be in your teens, your 20s, your 30s. It's not that long of a life. But if you're an Aquarius in your 50s, your 60s, 70s, 80s listening to this, tell me if I'm wrong, you guys, but I feel like the older Aquarians right now are like kind of a little bit pissed off that it's taken so long, that they've seen through this stuff for so long. I don't know. Let me know, you guys. I'm just feeling that strong. So the world is ready for you now. And even if you haven't stepped into what your weird Aquarian self has wanted to do yet, you have been holding space this entire time. You have been awakening the planet this entire time just by being here. So hats off to you. You guys are badasses. Other thing I want to say is new moon in Leo on August 5th in your 7th house can bring in a soulmate, can bring in a twin flame. That's a very positive new moon in the sign of Leo romance in your 7th house of committed relationships. So be open to love, be open to committed relationships, be open to self-love, and creating commitments that align with who you are as an Aquarius and what you know you're here to do moving forward. Love you guys. That was a little bit intense, but love you guys so much. Happy August. Okay, and for our Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Risings, you guys, it is intense for you guys. Neptune in your sign, your ruler Neptune, Pisces, 29 degrees, Saturn in Pisces, Pluto in your 12th house. Ah! Oh my God, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Woo! I want to hear from the Pisces in the chat how you guys are doing, because this is some trippy, dippy stuff. So Pisces, really nice start to the month of August because your traditional planetary ruler, Jupiter, will be sextile Sun. So that's very positive, very uplifting, very lucky. Some nice opportunities can be coming up. In the beginning of August, you can be feeling, yay, starting to feel light. You've had Saturn, granddaddy Saturn in your sign and Neptune in your sign. So beginning of August is very uplifting. We're going to have that new moon in Leo in your 6th house of health and wellness and day-to-day work and pets and organization. So any of those Virgo ruled areas of life, very positive new moon for a new start, setting your intentions, having to do with health and wellness and your routines, bringing fun into your day-to-day routine, Pisces. Where can you bring more fun? It's a new moon in Leo. Your workplace can feel fun with that new moon. There can be positive, fun developments. And with the full moon in Aquarius on August 18th and 19th in your 12th house, this is a full moon of healing really deep subconscious layers. Okay. And you guys, Pisces, Pisces rules the collective unconscious. So Pisces, please take care of yourself with that full moon in Aquarius. It's in your 12th house, your home house. Rest, recoup, go behind the scenes, detach from drama. Marie Jose, hi Marie, says, yes, need more fun, need more cowbell. Yes. You can be feeling really sensitive with that full moon in Aquarius. So extra time for rest, paying attention to your dreams. You can be having prophetic dreams. Be in your spirituality and your creativity with that full moon to best channel the energies. And it's also illuminating your spiritual and creative friends and group associations, being in the sign of Aquarius. And are they in alignment with you? Are they no longer in alignment with you? Be honest with yourself about that. So I'm sending lots of positive energy and cosmic love to the Pisces. Oh my goodness, you guys, we have done the collective reading and we've gone through each of the 12 signs. And I also forgot to say, I apologize that I couldn't do my daily astro show today. We had the internet completely go out we live in the countryside in Belgium at the moment and the internet blew out. So I don't know what happened with that. Most of the day we didn't have internet. So I'm starting to lose my voice because it's 3 a.m. for me here in Belgium at the moment. So I hope I don't seem like loopy to you guys. I had to do this as a late show, but no matter what time it is, I love being here with you guys live. So thank you so much for joining me live. Ocean, we hear you. Come here. Come here. Okay, thank you to everyone watching live or watching the replay. Lots of love from me and Ocean. And what else do I want to say before I finish up? Oh, there was something else I wanted to bring up. Just one second, you guys. I'm very, very excited. Sunday, August 4th at 1 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be hosting this Astrology of Abundance live workshop on the Beyond Mystic Academy, where I'm going to talk about the astrology of abundance for 2024 and beyond for the whole collective, and do abundance readings for each of the 12 signs. So that's going to be live Sunday, August 4th. And if you go to beyondmystic.academy, I think by tomorrow you should be able to start signing up and paying for the workshop. But if you go to beyondmystic.academy, here I'll show you guys what it looks like. Scroll down and you can put your name and email and be notified as soon as the workshop goes live. And even if you can't join in live, you can watch the replay at any time until the end of time. So that's going to be a very fun workshop. Oh my God, Ocean's going nuts over here. Sorry, you guys. So that's coming up. Very excited for that. Thank you, Laura, for putting the URL there. And also, if you'd like to have a personal astrology reading with me, those are available at consultations.beyondmystic.net. I've got just a few spots left for 2024, and then soon I'll be booked out until 2025. So if you'd like to have a reading with me, go to consultations.beyondmystic.net. You can use discount code BeyondMystic, all in one word, to get 10% off your next reading. Laura says, you have to do a chart on Ocean sometime. Yeah, I don't know what time Ocean was born. I know the day he was born. He's my Taurus prince, my Taurus sun. But yeah, maybe I can try to rectify his chart because he's such a funny little, look at him. Look at him. He's so funny. I love him. Okay. Love you guys so, so much. Wishing you an absolutely magical month of August. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. And I'll see you all tomorrow for the Tuesday, July 31st Daily Astro Show. Mwah! Love you guys. Bye.